point out that this is my father and I'm his daughter, so. Father-daughter team for the win.
This is Perry. This is Perry. I raised her right.
All right. I know you guys are set. Sonic Smash, you guys ready?
Oh yeah, already.
All right. All right, question number 3. Thanks, Nicholas. All right, you can see this. Question number 3. Who is the better organic ally? Groot or Treebeard? Groot or Treebeard?
No matter what, how many times you say that.
All right, so
She has a point.
these two. It's not best of all of them.
Don't we all count as organic? Aren't we all made of flesh? Aren't we organic? Granted, not everyone has spider-mutagenetic powers like I do, but still.
Hold on. Okay, team We Suck Less, you're going to get Groot. You're arguing that Groot is the better of these two aforementioned organic allies. Should I pay attention? Oh, we got it. All right, and Sonic Smash, you are arguing for Treebeard.
Oh, dope.
All right. We Suck Less, you
I like
have
that.
the starting argument. You may begin.
All right, who doesn't like Groot? It was such an amazing film in Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody was talking about him after the movie, and then you get to watch him grow from a little thing, and he's little baby Groot as he grows up. So I think that Groot is the better organic person because he has the ability to regenerate and regrow from helping the Guardians.
All right, Sonic Smash, what about Treebeard?
Treebeard, one of the many actual individuals from the tree race, from Tolkien's universe. They've actually been around for quite some time. They know many things and have seen many battles, have held themselves very neutral, true neutral to be exact. They know when is the proper time to act. They'll know when the proper time to defend you is, as they are the wisest among the race of the tree people. They'll be able to better judge the situation and be able to save you, as there are many versus just one Groot. So you got Treebeard, you got the whole tree race behind you.
Okay. Now, debate.
So as I stated, if you have Treebeard behind you, you have the entire tree race behind you. And me, being Spider-Man, I know it's definitely good to have help. Having help is extremely good.
Yeah.
You never want to fight by yourself for too long, that's why I got
But Groot is trying to save the universe for all of us.
Groot did save the universe, that's
He
true.
sacrificed himself for all of you. And because of Groot, we are here today.
But yeah, once he did that, look at him. He's still just a little kid. He can't
rewrite the movie. You can't rewrite the movie. Marvel wrote Groot to
Who
take
says
part in
Treebeard
it.
can't regrow? They haven't come across
I'm saying 4 other individuals, not everyone else. That is not how the movie went down. Do not try to rewrite the movie. That's not how Marvel intended.
Yeah, but
Please try to stick to the actual
the
script.
Treebeards, they can't dance like Groot does at the end of the
Dancing won't save you. people.
Who doesn't want to
have they had a shot?
I mean, come on.
Dancing won't save you. All of Treebeard's fellow brethren and race fought during Middle-earth's battle. They were lit on fire.
But Groot
They
only has
burned
one of
alive.
him. Groot only has one of him, and look at how much he accomplished.
Groot maybe accomplished a little bit, that's true. But they fought against many orcs, survived the whole
You need
flood of
multiple
water.
to fight what you're fighting for. We only need one.
And he also
I'm sorry, but you can't see the forest for the trees.
It's about who can defend you better.
We are the forest! We are the forest! We are Groot!
The forest, the people don't know about our guys.
There was one Groot here a minute.
Perfectly. They've been around for many millennia. Tolkien's
Groot's
individuals.
gonna take on many. Groot's gonna take on all of them.
He's gonna take them out. He's gonna take on the galaxy.
Okay. You have to understand,
Okay,
the council of
Star
trade
Wars.
individuals, they
Yes,
make the
Star Wars.
wisest decisions. They have seen more than Groot has. They have more knowledge. More knowledge is power, and we're able to defend you by knowing what to do in every situation.
So Groot's gonna take on the entire universe when he died, almost completely got annihilated from one shot. And he's now nothing. He can't protect you now. He can't.
Dancing
He
ain't
can
gonna
do
save
this.
We don't know that yet. The movie hasn't come out yet.
a little tree.
Here's the thing, I have fun
All you
alongside
need is a little bit of fire and you guys are gone.
Okay.
Groot's got a little bit
the
more.
same would be said either side. I have
Either side can say the
Groot
same.
has also been lit on fire and exploded multiple times, actually.
Morning. I love you, man, but you're not my real father, man.
No, you're a
I
puppet.
would like to remind everyone that
Not a puppet.
taking amphetamines before competing in pugs is not recommended.
You can't prove that.
Where's the fun in that?
Okay. I'm exhausted just listening to that. That was very impressive. But we need to come to our final statement. So, team We Suck Less, your final statement for why Groot is the better organic ally.
No, you go. It's okay.
I feel that Groot is the better organic person is because he was able to help save the galaxy in Guardians of the Galaxy, and we will continue to see him in Volume 2, which is coming out, I believe, in a year or so. They're filming it right now. And everybody just loved the whole saying, "We are Groot." How many of you constantly put memes on Facebook about "We are Groot" and everything? So I think that Groot is the better organic material.
I would also like to point out.
All right, so here's my personal thing is with Groot, nobody can understand the damn thing he's saying.
It's English.
I'm sorry, Rocket's the only person that can understand. I'll call him a person because Rocket hates being called a raccoon. He's the only one that can understand. Later on, his team can understand. Dreamers, you can understand them. You know what they want. You know what they need. They're gonna tell you what's up. They're gonna tell you what they're doing.
I have fought alongside Groot. My spider sense went off left and right. I did not feel safe. But with 3 people, I know with their knowledge and having them beside me and being able to understand them and tell me, "Hey, look out!" I felt safer. I felt appreciated and loved.
Okay, all right.
As you all will too.
Right, got it.
Go Spider-Man.
Okay. Hey. All right. Okay. So, by round of applause, who won that particular very, very invigorating debate? Was it Team We Suck Less and Groot? We are or Team Sonic Smash and Treebeard?
Oh, Gandalf doesn't count. I'm sorry. Sit down. You shall not pass.
All right.
Sit down.
Gandalf, no intervention. All right. That round goes to Team We Suck Less. Thank you very much.
By the way, this is my phone case, everyone.
Okay, now can we get the ambiguously gay duo? And the glorious geeks.
We're glorious. We're ambiguously gay.
Ambiguously gay, you're here. Glorious, you're down there. All right, now our last question of the first round. All right, is who had the more satisfactory death? If anyone shouts spoilers, you're in the wrong freaking place. All right, Ramsey Bolton or Kilgrave? Both of them are pretty unsatisfactory, I gotta say. Okay. Ambiguously gay? Alright. We're going to give you Mr. Bolton here. And Glorious Geeks, you're going to get Kilgrave from Jessica Jones. And go ahead. Ambiguously gay, you get the opening comment.
All right, hi everybody. I would like to say that with Bolton, you see, the thing is, with Kilgrave you had 1 season and then he's gone. With Bolton you had at least 4 seasons of him being just a twat. and just being an awful, awful person and taking all of your favorite characters away. And then he died. And it was wonderful. And Jon Snow killed him, and we all know, everybody likes Jon Snow, right? Yeah? Yeah, no, really? People don't like Jon Snow?
The one true king.
The one true king. There we go. Glorious geeks.
All right, so Doctor Who aside, don't forget about that. This is a guy who literally just told you what to do and you had to do it, be it slit your throat or tell you to, hey, let's...
Or sleep with someone you don't like.
Yeah, let's do something that you don't want to do, but you can. There's nothing you can do.
Here's the thing, part of the opening comment, so...
That's an unusual form of attack in a debate, I will say. Thank God I'm in the end. But that's the problem. You don't have a choice with him. And that's what makes it more satisfying, because you finally have a choice, and you chose to kill him. You choose to actually end him. And whether you're thinking him as just Kilgrave or as the Doctor, can you imagine having that choice? To actually be able to say, okay, screw you, you're dead. That's why it's satisfying, because you're able to go against the wishes of a dude that mentally destroyed you in every single way.
Alright, excellent point. So, begin debate.
Thank you.
So who killed yours again? Can we get that right first?
Oh, it was a bunch of dogs that killed him. But by the allowance of
His own dogs, which he apparently thought he could control, but oh wait, he didn't, because he got...
Exactly. It's called dramatic irony.
Oh, dramatic irony versus the irony of you not being able to control someone before that you've actually completely ruined their life. Okay, and actually, it makes it even weirder because if you think about her previous role versus his previous role, so that means the bitch from 23B beat the Doctor.
Let's take that to another place, Lacey, because you're bringing up the Doctor Who thing, and I think I speak for several people when I say that if David Tennant came up to me and said, hey, do you want to, I probably would go along with it.
Yeah, and that's why it's
Who is that? Fine.
Scary.
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about who had the satisfying death.
Right. I was
We're
very
talking
sad
about
that he
how
died
many
because I
people-
don't have a chance
How many
to-
people were trying their damnedest to fight against the person who did it? It was the girl since the beginning who used her intelligence, her detective skills to find him.
How many people were trying to kill
And on that
Ramsay?
same point, if you ever read the original material for Alias, she doesn't get to actually do the kill. They actually made the change for that series in order for her to do it. You know who got to do it in the original? Do you know?
I actually don't know.
Captain freaking America. Now, Captain America beat the British superhero. Or the woman who deserves to get retribution. They made the better choice in the show. They made the better overall victory of
If we're going to discuss retribution, let's discuss Sansa for a second. A woman who is a lone
It was
wolf
his dogs, not retribution.
A lone wolf pup was sold essentially to a mad dog who was allowed to do whatever he wanted to. Now, sure, Kilgrave can make anyone do what he wants, but those people, through basically what Jessica Jones has said, she said she wanted to do those things, even though she also didn't want to. Sansa knew full well she didn't want to do anything that Ramsay did. Her and every single one of Ramsay's victims. So, yes.
Okay.
Now, if I may say one more thing, I think that with Ramsay, you have to remember, see, Kilgrave was an awful guy, but Ramsay, killed children. And I mean, that's a horrible thing to do, obviously.
Yeah, he might have killed somebody. Some people pray for kill. He tortured people and left them living to kill themselves. That's worse.
And he tortured entire families.
We need to wrap up. Final statement. The biggest thing you do it. Why is Ramsay's death more satisfying?
Because more people watched Game of Thrones than they did Jessica Jones.
If we're going to go for satisfaction, you're going for a populace. Let's go with self-satisfaction.
The fact that we get to see, the fact that we yeah, exactly, that's why you're rigorous. The self-satisfaction, the self-ending, the fact that afterwards you get a glorious piece of afterglow of letting you see that the death happened. And sure, in this place, it's not the usual white, but it's in red, and it's in purple, and it's the ending of the purple.
If it's red,
Oh, no, I don't want any more. That whole metaphor, we're gonna just wrap that up and throw it in the trash.
Ben says hi.
Wow.
Lovely family discussion, by the way. Great.
Anyway.
if there's any families, you should walk away now.
Okay, who won that very disturbing, especially at the end there, plot twist, debate? Was it the ambiguously gay duo? Or was it Glorious Geeks and Kilgrave? Glorious Geeks, thank you very much.
Okay, we tried.
Keep pairing them? All right. So we are now moving into our semi-final round here. So if we can get divide by 0 and pick Shannon up here. That means you too. All right.
By the way.
The teams whittle down. And we move to the semifinals. Question number 1. Who is the more forceful Luke? Yeah, I was pretty proud of this one. Luke Cage or Luke Skywalker?
Sweet Christmas.
All right. Divide by 0. We're going to go ahead and give you Luke Skywalker. I'm writing down, I gave them Luke. Well, yeah. All right. But Shannon, you are going to get Mr. Cage. All right, divide by 0, you get the opening statement. Go.
All right, even before we get to the force thing, he also forced himself on his sister. That's pretty forceful. I went there. But
Let's backtrack here.
okay, now they got that out of the way. Let's go to the final scene of the latest movie. When you have somebody who we don't even know, but he hasn't even met yet, hand out a lightsaber, which you pretty much need the Force to be able to do effectively. Sorry, Finn. And he just kind of stares there, and it's pretty forceful and menacing stare.
Forces emotions on you.
And
We all know you cried.
no line.
We all know you cried. Actually,
You got
can I
an
start?
interesting approach there. Okay, Luke Cage. Why is Luke Cage more forceful than Luke?
Okay, Luke Cage is much more forceful because he doesn't whine. He never tries to force himself on women, which is probably the weakest move any dude could ever make. You want to jump in? Are we good? And seriously, your most forceful moment is when he basically sits out an entire movie moping. That's not forceful at all. That's running away from your problems. That's not taking a stand.
All right, debate.
All right, so if we go back time a long time ago, we
In a
have.
galaxy far away, or are we staying here?
Well, we have to go to a galaxy far away to get this Luke. That's how. It's pretty forceful. So you have the death, pretty much, of the Jedi, and you have a few of these strong Jedis, and then you have Luke Skywalker come out of basically the middle of the desert, kind of like here, and he forces himself into the sword. He. Okay. Sorry.
So,
Anyway.
You know you're arguing for Luke Skywalker?
Hold on. All right. So moping in the whole movie. Let's go back to that argument. Okay. So moping the whole movie, but that's literally he also he doesn't just mope. Yeah, it's depressing, whatever. But he also learns how to use the Force better, which means he comes back even more forceful than before. He had all this power in him, all this forcefulness, and he came back even better later.
You got that all from one facial expression? Because I didn't. Look at Luke Cage, though. Luke Cage isn't shoehorned into a narrative, and we're talking about being forced into things, okay? Luke Cage is someone who, if you go back to the comics of the 1970s, was someone written in because of all the blaxploitation going on. And it is both troubling and amazing how Luke Cage is equally relevant today, being the bulletproof black guy in a hoodie. And so if you want to talk about being forceful and having power, Luke Cage, not just as a character but as a series, is something that our culture, both as nerds and people, can look to find the forces within us to make the right decisions for the people in our communities.
What else would like to add? So like he was going to speak down there. I was excited.
So how is that stronger?
We've seen the barrage that Luke Cage can take.
Yeah, okay.
And he is just forceful all the way through.
Luke Skywalker also lost an like a hand, so
Yeah,
like
he's losing
coming
his
back
hand.
from that is also
He forced his way to blow up the Death Star, which is one of the most destructive forces ever. He was more forceful than the Death Star.
No, he wasn't. He had help from friends. Luke Cage is taking all of it on solo.
Their friends didn't put that little plasma beam into the weak spot of the Death Star. That was all done by
So poor planning.
And he was older, we know when younger.
Back to parenting before she moves back to parenting. All right, closing arguments. Why is Luke Skywalker the more forceful Luke?
The Force flows through him, stronger than others have before. And he was forceful enough with good to not get corrupt like his father.
yes.
I think what you're mistaking is the fact that he was full of the Force. He wasn't really forceful. Luke Cage, on the other hand, is a force himself. A force to be reckoned with. Or, well, actually, not really reckoned with. Can't really stop him very well.
All right, so round of applause for these two discussing the Lukes. Who more persuasively argued for their respective Luke? Was it Divine by Zero arguing for Luke Skywalker? Or did Shannon and friends discussing Luke Cage?